I have quite a bit I would like to get done this weekend. I don't know how much I'll get done. My mom is not doing well. She is home, but she needs a lot more care than she has in the previous months. So that's where a lot of my focus has been going. And that's why my October and November vlog video is really short, because I just have not been working on the Lego. We did get a pretty big order right at the end of November, so that'll help our sales a little bit. Plus, we had a couple of eBay sales, which always helps kind of balance things out a bit. Just overall, this year hasn't been good, but I also haven't been putting a lot of time and effort into the store. As you can see, I do have some modified bricks that I need to get in. These have been sitting in my shop for quite a while, and I just need to find the time to get them in. They're pretty well sorted, so it shouldn't take long to get them into Brick Store. I did take a few minutes the other day to get out some of my Lego sets. Usually I would put these on my desk at work, but with just working 2 days a week and having a week off in December, plus the holidays, it just didn't seem worth it to take them into my office. So I have some of them out here in the shop, and then I put some in the house. These are two of the older advent calendars. I just reuse them year to year. There's actually a combination, I think, of one or two other advent calendars. I keep the parts that are more holiday, and then I just put the other parts into either inventory or into the box for my granddaughter to play with. So I have these two advent calendars. Then I have my day-to-day ones up there, and that's from this set here. That usually you're supposed to take it apart and just reuse the parts over and over again, but I've actually collected the parts so that I could do one each day and be able to display it. Other than that, I really haven't been doing much. As you can see, I did start on getting some parts into inventory a while back. There's only 300 and something parts in there right now, so I'm going to continue to work on that hopefully today. But right now I'm going to work on the video to put out for tomorrow. Good morning. I have not been doing anything with my store. Any of you that have been following my channel for any length of time know that my mom has had some health issues, and she is back in the hospital for the 5th time since July 5th. And every time she goes in, it becomes more and more stressful for me. So the business is kind of just taking care of itself. If orders come in, my husband pulls them and then I get them ready to ship, but we haven't been adding anything to inventory. Nothing much has been going on. What I am working on today, though, is some personal Lego stuff. I have a bunch of stuff in my wanted lists from some sets I took apart and some that I want to sell, and I checked that against my inventory, and I've had quite a few of those parts, so I'm working on that this morning and taking them out of my own inventory. They're mainly for the Arctic sets that I had. I took those apart and it was missing some of the pieces to them, so I've been trying to pull those parts so that the sets will be complete. I'm not selling these, they're just going into my personal inventory. The other thing I worked on this morning was I finally got the November financials done for the business. I've been putting that off, and you can see that November was actually a fairly good month compared to the previous 2 months. This month isn't starting out that well, but like I said, I'm not doing anything. I'm not putting anything into inventory. I haven't been sorting or doing anything to promote my business, including doing the YouTube videos. It's just enough for me to get through the day right now, but I am taking a little bit of time this morning to do stuff for me. I wanted to get the financials done for November, and here are the expenses for November, which really weren't that bad. We actually came out a teeny bit ahead, not much, but it's better than being in the red after putting money aside for taxes. The other thing I kind of spent some time on this morning was getting my advent calendar up to date. I hadn't done it in 3 or 4 days, so I've been... One last thing I'm going to work on is I picked up this poly bag at Target, so I'm going to put this together, and then I have, as you can see, probably a week's worth of this particular Christmas Advent set. So I'm going to be working on these this morning as well. Just kind of a relaxation thing, a distressor, and then I'm going to go up to the hospital and visit my mom after lunch. The other day I was out running some errands and I stopped by a local thrift store. I was looking actually for some yarn for a project I'm working on, and they had a container that was full of used Lego. It said Minecraft on it, and it did have one instruction book for Minecraft, but most of the parts have been for Friends sets, and there was a whole bunch of the little doll figures. So I will give those to my husband to see if there's any actual complete dolls in there. So he'll work on that. I have been putting some of the more unique items into inventory. My husband said that maybe if I just pulled out some unique stuff and put it in, it might help with sales. Not sure if that's true or not, but I figure I can pull out some of the bigger parts, some of the more unique parts, and get those into inventory right away. I'm also going through and trying to break things apart, and there are a few of non-Lego parts in there, so I'm pulling those out as well. So I'm trying to get through these in between doing Christmas stuff. But I just wanted to give you a little update. My mom was discharged from the hospital yesterday, and the U.S. healthcare being what it is, my mom really should have went into a rehab facility to help her get more steady on her feet before going home, but her insurance rejected it. So she's back at home. My brother and I are taking turns going over, making sure she's okay and eating and seeing if she needs things done. And my grandson's gonna start going over and helping her as well. Really, the Lego has been a back burner thing for me this month. She was in the hospital for 16 days this time, I think. It's just been one thing after another since July. But like I said, I just wanted to give you an update, let you know what I was working on. I have a really small order to work on this morning. I think it's 14 parts, all Technic things. And I will get that in the mail, and I will work on this when I need some downtime to do something mindless. I'll just go through, break them apart, pull out the unique parts, and get those into inventory. Merry Christmas. I am out in my shop. It's about 6:19 in the evening. I've had a wonderful Christmas day. It's just been my husband and I. My brother was nice enough to stay with my mom throughout the day so that I didn't have to go over today. We went and visited with her last night and did the family thing last night, so it's just my husband and I today. But I am out here because I have two orders. One came in Christmas Eve and one came in today. They're both fairly small orders. They're only about 70 parts each. But I'm excited to have them, and I'm going to work on these and get these done. I'm also in the process of getting my new Fire Stick set up so that I can watch TV out here. I've had issues with my old Fire Stick, so I'm looking forward to that. And that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. I hope everybody had an awesome Christmas, and I will hopefully get a couple of more little videos in before I have to upload this next week. Good morning. I am down to just 2 more days of the month, and yesterday I finally got in the groove and was able to get some stuff uploaded, but I'm going to show you some stuff that I might have already showed you in the previous video. Since I've been doing these sparingly, I can't remember what I have and have not told you, so I apologize. But this particular lot came from a local thrift store, and I just pulled out some of the parts that I thought would sell a little bit quicker than others. And there was some really good finds in there. There was a bunch of animals that were over $1, the suitcase that was over $1, just a lot of miscellaneous stuff. 71 parts came to a little over $30, which is always good. That got uploaded earlier, well, before Christmas. This is part of the 24-pound lot that I've been working on, and this got uploaded yesterday afternoon, although I did start it probably last month. I'm pretty sure it was been a month since I've had this one started, but I did get 489 parts uploaded for $25 on that one. And then I had a third one. This one I haven't uploaded yet. I am still working on it. I will probably be able to upload it today. I try to get at least 100 lots before I upload, and I'm at 91. This is just out of all of my bulk stuff that I've had sitting behind me for years. I'm still working through that as well. So it should be a pretty good mix that I will get uploaded. I am still working on the modified plates for that, so I will probably get through these and be able to upload and then set it aside and work on something else. But I do have the modified plates sorted out, and then I'll go through here and sort out the round and the regular tiles out of this. And of course I'm setting all my sticker parts aside to do later on. As I've said before, this has not been the best month for us, but as I explained in a previous video, I've had a lot going on. But we have gotten some small orders this month, especially in the last week, which I think is a little odd being around Christmas, but that's okay. I will take it. But I have this small order to work on this morning. Then my husband and I have some running around to do, and I'm hoping to work on Lego a little bit before I go visit my mom. I'd really like to get at least one more upload in before the end of the day tomorrow, just because I want to be able to feel like I did something this month. And I am hoping that going forward I'll be able to budget my time a little bit better so that I have that time for my day job, to visit my mom, and to also be able to do this and have a little bit of downtime. Even as I say that, I realize there's not enough hours in the day, but we'll see what we can do next year. I was getting ready to do another upload, and I noticed I had a couple of good finds in this. There were two modified tiles that were pretty good price. One was over $1 and one was almost $1, so always happy to see that. So I am uploading 451 parts in 104 lots for $22. I'm going to get these uploaded, and hopefully I'll have some time this afternoon and this evening to maybe do some more. Finally feel like I'm back in the groove, so I want to keep at it while I can. As you can see, December was not a very good month. It was a little bit better than September and October, but not great. But at least I did get a couple of sales. I got a really big order right at the end of the month, which helped boost that, so I really appreciate that. And clearly you can see that 2013 was one of the worst years I've had since I opened my store. 2016 was the first year that I was open a full year, and I was only doing the business half-heartedly, which is why there wasn't very much money coming in. So this year was definitely really disappointing, so I'm hoping for a better year in 2024.